Hello and welcome. Today I'm talking about the Odenseye Cosmetic Legendary Diversa collection. This is a collection that they did in collaboration with 3 different influencers. I'm going to link their pages below. And each of these creators collaborated with Odenseye to create their own palette. So there are 3 palettes in the collection and they're all stunning. So today I'm going to be showing you the palettes, just talking a little bit about my thoughts on them. I don't have too much to say because I just think they're wonderful, and really there's no way that I could think to improve any one of these palettes. They're all fantastic. And I'm going to show myself doing a look with each one of these palettes. So if you'd like to see all of that, just keep on watching. So first I'm going to show you the Hummingbird palette, which was a collaboration with Fancy Face on YouTube. Her name is Tina. And this is the palette that she created. So this is inspired by hummingbirds and tropical colors, and it's really, really beautiful. This is the one you can probably tell that I have on my eyes today. So I'm going to show you in a moment myself doing this look. All the little demos or tutorials that I've done for this video are just going to be sped up with some music playing in the background, so there won't be any talking through those. So you can see all of these beautiful colors here. I'm not going to do swatches. There are so many other videos on these palettes already. Probably your best resource is going to be to go to the video of the creator who did each palette, so I'll have them linked below so that you can see their full videos, and they've done full swatches and multiple looks with their palettes. So now I want to show you how I did this look. So the next palette that I'm going to talk about is the Giant Wolves palette, and this was in collaboration with Annette, and this is the palette that she created. This is gorgeous. This is such a beautiful fall color story and has these really beautiful grungy colors, and all of these deep mattes in here are just excellent because these are colors you might not come across that often. Like, I don't have that many greens like that, and then you've got this other green which is even more sort of warm and yellowish, so those work beautifully together with this color here. And then you've got this black right here, which is very useful. You've got this kind of dusty eggplant color, which is great. You have this deep magenta, beautiful navy blue. Like, it's not that common to find navy blue eyeshadows. And then this sort of more vibrant but still really rich blue, and all of these shimmer shades are just stunning. So I'm going to show you now the look that I did using this palette. And last but not least is the Red Dragon palette, and this is in collaboration with Judy. And this is probably the most wearable of the three palettes. It has the most, I suppose, neutral tone. It's more warm, but you could also get some neutral looks out of this. And again, this one is just stunning. And this is probably the one I'll get the most use out of just because it's the most everyday type of color story. I have to say, if you like these types of kind of rose gold, burgundy, peachy tones with these beautiful sort of mustard yellows and warm greens, this is the palette for you. This can create just the most perfect rose gold smoky eye, and you can add in a little pop of green to really throw in a contrast. It's a really beautiful palette. So I'm going to show you now the look that I created using this. As I mentioned in the intro, I don't really have too much to say about these because they're just excellent. I think if you're interested in this collection, just go for whichever palette you think you like the color story of most, or you could buy all three like I did. If you prefer really bright, vibrant, tropical colors, the Hummingbird palette would be perfect. And I have to say, I just love the way that all these colors blend together in this palette. Like the way this green plays with the more turquoise tone here and mixes in with that deeper blue and the pale blue. I used all of those colors today, so that's why I'm talking specifically about them, but they all just blend together and create the most beautiful tropical, bright look. And I like, even this red here that you can just throw in for a little pop if you wanted to. You can do so many things with this palette. And this shade down here is very, very special. I'm just going to show you what that looks like. This is the multi-chrome shade in the palette. Each one has a multi-chrome shade. So there's the one from the Hummingbird. It's gorgeous. It's kind of purpley pink. There's also a bit of a warm sort of gold reflect in there. I'll show you all of the multi-chromes right now. The one in the Giant Wolves palette is really, really gorgeous. It's this one down here, which is called Eternal. And these multi-chromes will change their appearance depending on what you put them on top of. So actually, when I used this one here from the Giant Wolves palette in my demo, you may have noticed that it almost turned to this kind of color, this kind of like purpley, kind of sky magenta type of color, but it's going to depend what you put it on top of, because you can see that it has this beautiful blue kind of periwinkle shift to it, and it also has that really high reflectivity with the green, kind of greenish gold reflects in there. And then the multi-chrome from the Red Dragon palette is this one here, which is called Luna. And this is a more subdued multi-chrome, at least it's more subdued colors in it. but still look at that shift and the beautiful reflect. You can see there's a little bit of green in there, which plays so beautifully with the greens and the mustardy yellow that are in this palette. So I think each one of these palettes is very cohesive within itself, and you can of course mix and match between them if you've got more than one of them, and the quality is just excellent. I think Odenseye might be my favorite eyeshadows of all time. It's kind of between Odenseye and Natasha Denona because there's just something very satisfying and very pleasurable about using my Natasha Denona palettes as well, but these are right up there with Natasha Denona, on par if not better. And I just love the mixture of textures in their palettes as well. I have the Saga of Freya collection. I have a video on that I can link below as well, and that collection is equally as amazing and beautiful and inspiring as this one. And yeah, so as I mentioned, like I love all the different textures, but your sort of more standard metallics. You also have shinier shimmery shades, and then like the multi-chrome shades here, they feel like a cream formula actually. They're so soft and buttery, and the mattes are excellent. They blend beautifully and they blend beautifully together too. Everything works in synergy together, and I really think you can't go wrong with any one of these palettes. So I think that's about it for this video. I hope you enjoyed the demos, and I hope that this has helped you if you've been interested in these palettes, or it was at least just enjoyable to watch a few different looks being created. If you have any questions or comments, I'd love to see those below. And if you'd like to see more from me and you haven't subscribed to my channel already, I'd really love for you to do so. Thanks so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.